I don't know if I'm missing something, but does it seem like he don't listen to her?
Yes. It's like a fine line with him between insecurity and wanting to provide and fulfill that in her life because of how he's talking.
I normally notice that with women, but also I guess people who are just kind of like on a lower level intellectually, maybe.
He kind of low key slick did it in there when he was like, the other women hit me up wishing they had a nigga like me, and I just bought you a house, I bought you, like, I don't think that's the first time he said that.
But I'm sure it's a lot taking care of a small baby.
Sure.
And what you do, it's a lot that you taking care of the whole house. So it's like, why are we like comparing?
But that's what I said, we never compared.
Okay.
It ain't me saying you don't do what I do. This all started because I felt like she think I'm bragging on stuff that I take as a compliment that makes me get up every day to grind. Like what I take every day, I like being able to say what I did and what I do for. There's so many girls that be in my DM and say, I need a man that treat me like you treat Cinnamon. Cinnamon, like, tell Cinnamon, give me her prayer. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's like what I do it for. Like, yeah, I see it. Boom, boom. But I feel like we got lost in well, you ain't got to keep on saying what you, and that's what a job. She feel like she got to, I feel like she got to compete. She trying to not compete with me, but she feel like, well, you know, I need a job because I don't want to feel like you said, the fear. And like you said, that's kind of slapping my face, like a fear for what? My son ain't gonna, like, yeah, first of all, that's my son, so
I got you.
I ain't gonna, I feel you saying you need to be in survival mode for your son, but that's my son too, so what survival mode you in?
Of course, you're going to play your role. You're going to do what you have to do. I want to make sure I'm able to do what I have to do.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, that's it. That's all. I want to be, if my son come to me, Mama, can I get this, this, and this? I don't want to be like, go ask your daddy.
But it ain't that though, because you know it ain't gonna be that because you got your own.
I know
Amex
that.
car.
I
So
know,
what,
but
so
I
what,
still like.
what is,
I
that
still
don't make
want
sense
to
though.
have. It's not to be in competition. It's not because what you're telling me, you do this, you do that, and trust me, I don't want to work. I don't want to work, but like I have a child now. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking bigger. I'm thinking long term. I'm not, even if like, I'm not just, hey, something.
Right.
Something.
Right.
That's it. I can't think for myself or, just us anymore. Mm-hmm. I got to think for him now too. Mm-hmm. God forbid you fall off. Then I can handle it.
As men, like, we need that acknowledgement. And I
feel like you.
Joe, you tell me every time how so appreciative, how so grateful I am.
That's something else though.
Right. So
I ain't say you're not appreciative. That's a whole nother. I think that you don't like that I brag. You don't like that what I brag on. You think that's shitting on you.
No.
You don't like. If I was just sitting there, I wish I should have did it. I should sit there and been like, yeah, baby, I got you. Remember, I got you 4 cars. I got you a house you want. I got you that. I promise you would have been like,
so appreciative.
Nah, it ain't
so
that.
Thank you.
I don't know if I'm missing something, but does it seem like he don't listen to her?
Yes. It's like a fine line with him between insecurity and wanting to provide and fulfill that in her life because of how he's talking.
I normally notice that with women, but also I guess people who are just kind of like on a lower level intellectually, maybe. I think that it's important to listen to people. I hate it when somebody tell me what I mean. It's like when a woman, I'm just giving an example.
You're saying,
yeah, like when a woman tell you like, oh, like why don't you want this? Are you insecure? And it's like you've already decided in your head that I'm insecure before you just inquired about, maybe getting me to articulate how I feel. I feel like he's trying to like kind of tell her how she feels and what her motives are versus just hearing what she's saying.
I don't know if y'all ever listen to Hitman when he be battle rapping, but he talk a whole lot of the big money, you know what I'm saying? I'm him, you get in line, fall in line, you know what I'm saying? So he take that persona and he apply that to rappers. And I could see him in a fight telling her like, or maybe not even in a fight, but in different various ways, letting her know that he the breadwinner and she should be he kind of low key slick did it in there when he was like, the other women hit me up wishing they had a nigga like me. And I just bought you a house. I bought you like, I don't think that's the first time he said that. That might not even be the first time he said that in that interview. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. He came from the Lou and he made it big. And went to battles to see Hitman. So I'm happy to see his success and glad to see a man providing and putting on for his family like that. But I think when you get in a position where you're not used to, he might be impressed by himself. So he's saying it out loud, you know what I'm saying? And that can be offensive to somebody who hasn't achieved the same thing, because she went from probably him and her being broke together to him being this superstar, and now he throwing that shit, you know what I'm saying, in her mind, in her face, and he like, I'm just celebrating my wins, and she like, well, that's kind of making me feel away, and I can't go win because I'm with the baby. Because her even saying that I want to be able to provide for my children, I don't think she feels safe in a relationship, because the amount of money he making and the trajectory that he moving on, she should just be happy, like, yeah, we're gonna win. She might feel like he might leave her at some point, or whatever thing she done put together in her head. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
she's insecure.
Are they married?
So she's insecure
I
then.
don't think they're married. Are they married?
No.
How long have they been together?
For a relationship?
How long have they been together?
I don't think they should get married if this is how she feels now.
They've been
So
together
they
for a
got
long
married,
time.
but she been with this man for 12 years,
12 years.
according to
Yeah,
him.
12 years.
That's why.
I don't think
But
she's
something
happy.
she
Though.
said,
I don't think
like,
she's happy.
Well, yeah, she doesn't seem happy, but something she
I don't think
said
she's
that
happy.
shouldn't
I
make
know
sense
she's
to
not
me.
happy.
This man is providing all this for you. I definitely agree with what is it, M. White? I definitely agree that she doesn't feel like safe somehow, and I don't know if what just recently happened, played a role, but she doesn't feel safe because she's saying, like, if my son is asking me for something, I want to be able to provide it for him. He's like, you can provide it. But in her mind, I think it's like, well, it's not coming from me, it's coming from you. So she's probably lost behind him. But it's like, okay, do you want me to provide or do you want to work?
Man, I'm
He's
about
like,
to revoke
that's
all these
me, and I'll
pedophiles.
give it to him for you.
I understand the male perspective on the marriage thing, right? But I do think that I don't fully know their relationship, but I am skeptical of why. I know she want to get married. Girls want to get married. I'm skeptical of why he doesn't. Maybe I don't even know if they engage or not. I don't know, but I am skeptical of that because I'm pretty sure her whole thing right now is just screaming like, I want security, right? Mm-hmm. And as a man, I would be asking like, how can I give you that? Like, I want you to be comfortable. We in a relationship. We've been together for 12 years. We got kids. You got shot from me.
I'm hurt. Like, I want to work.
Yeah.
How you can make me?
But I think I want to work.
She don't want to work. I don't think she want to work. But I think the security she wants, like, I'm sorry to cut you off, man, but I think the security that she wants, if I was to guess, is for her to feel like she don't have to ask permission to spend the money, and that their money is their money, and they're really in this together. And it's not, if he changes his mind at any point, then she out on her own and trying to figure it out. If I was to guess, that's probably what.
But White, the thing that to me that's damning is like you telling me that now we have a child, and you're telling me that you got to make sure that he's good. That's what you worried about in the back of your head, is making sure that. So
I think it is, because she did say that. She was like,
yeah,
if he decides to leave, she did say that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking like, so you're thinking about my son's, you're thinking about my son's livelihood, you're thinking about his future. Why don't I have that taken care of? If I bought you 4 cars, I bought you this, that, and the third, like all of that should be taken care of. You should like trust and all that type of stuff. So I'm thinking like, I'm sorry to whoever disagreed with me, but like, what as a man, I feel like maybe he could be doing better about providing security, or just communicate. Like they're not on the same page.
But is it her or is it him?
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think, we don't know. We're speculating, right?
But
from what it sounds like, she kind of what NY said, it sounds like she wants the security to come from her own doing. There's something about her like silently screaming for this. She needs to prove something to him for, I guess, her value set. That's what it seems like, which is, again, it's weird because I said it before, if he created the environment, you're able to even think and arrive in the world the way you are because of the provisions that have been laid before you. I think this is where the divide kind of happens. It's kind of strange You want the privilege, as she said, I don't want to work. That's a privilege. But then you also want to be able to have a subset of authority or like pseudo authority financially if your son comes to you and asks for something.
True. The thing is, it's fake money right now, right? It's like stocks, right? Oh, stocks is real money, but it's fake money, right? Because if the stock drop one day, if you put $1 billion in it, it's zero, and you can't do nothing about it. It's just $0 for whatever happened to the stock, right? But it's fake money that she has right now. So any day, whatever she has or whatever idea of security that she has can be swept underneath her feet if he decides to leave her. So to me, I'm thinking like, as you have a woman, how do you make it so that she doesn't feel like all of the way that she lives in the vacations and all of that does not get swept from underneath her feet? Because she probably don't have a bank account that got $3 million in it that she can look at every day. That's probably his bank account, and she probably don't have access to it, right? So it's like she's probably getting what he sends her.
She does have access. I'm sorry, but he says she does have access to the money. So clearly, there's a
she said he got.
Oh, so she can control the money. If she got
the Amex cards. That's
No, he said she got an Amex.
Marries this woman who says that she needs security.
Amex is different.
You already know what type of time she's gonna be on when shit go left. Like again, I understand that being with somebody for 12 years without being married is the wildest shit in the world to me. That is the dumbest shit that a woman and man can do. Y'all been doing everything like y'all married. You might as well at least have a ceremony for her or something like fuck. But she wants security. If she wants security in the form of marriage, that security that she's going to get is just going to be that the government can enforce him to provide his duties. And in the event that shit goes left, she can try to take half his shit. So I wonder if they've had that conversation, because it seems like that should be like high up on the conversation to have list.
But see, I'm gonna speculate too, though, Willie, because she said something, and I don't know if anybody caught it. She said, "I started thinking about the future now that we got a son." That to me is probably not the first time he's heard something along them lines. I wouldn't trust her either. I would give her limited access too, if that's the mindset that you're carrying, because you telling me that 12 years, 5 years in, you wouldn't think about the future. 7 years in, you wouldn't think about the future. So now that we have a kid, you're now all of a sudden thinking about the future.
But true. What if she thinking about
her eyes when she got shot?
Right. That's where I was going. What if the shooting made her realize?
Yeah, it ain't just the kid; it's the shooting too.